Where are we? Where are we? What is this place called? Thermia. Thermia? Thermia. Here we are on the coast with Skoda's brand new Karoq, or Karoq, or Karoq. Anyway, it's got a Q at the end. Nice looking mid-size SUV, front wheel drive with one single engine. It's a 1.5 with 110 kilowatts. So with the key firmly in your pocket, slip your hand down behind the door handle, mirrors unfold, door opens, and you can then get in. You can press the button inside, put it in gear, and the key need never leave your pocket. And Skoda is so smart, they've even got an electric tailgate that works when you kick to unlock. I'm laughing because that's the first time that it's ever worked, the first time. Oh. Voila. What was that you said? Good idea? I think so too. And it's also got a 5-year warranty. So with your phone unlocked, I'm just going to turn the car on, plug in my charging cord, and you get, for the first time when you connect, a message asking if you'd like to connect your phone. You just go, yes, I would, thank you very much. So you can now handle your phone exactly the same way on the car screen as you would on the phone itself. So you can scroll from side to side. You can even use WhatsApp, which I think is really brilliant. You can also stream your music. That is an absolutely brilliant system, and in my opinion, this is one of the safest ways to operate your phone while you're on the road, because you can also use Siri to send and receive messages and send and receive calls. It's just brilliant. You can use these buttons down the side just as you would on your phone. So for example, if you want maps, you can just go to this crystal clear screen, use Siri. Tell Siri where I want to go, it'll come up on my maps. Who needs sat-nav? At the end of the year, Skoda will have the VW Group's digital instrumentation available. Currently, we've got to make do with these analog instruments. The steering wheel, usual VW Group buttons. Skoda has made a great use of the technology across the group, and these controls and the infotainment system are indicative of that. Just look at how clear that is. Of course, we've got the VW Group's DSG automatic transmission and a nice simple console. Here's your auto hold button. Press that and it will hold in traffic. In this bin is where the wireless charger lives. Put your phone in there and it'll charge happily while you're driving along. This car is also fitted with automated parking, parking sensors and stop start. Let's get on the road. Now that we've driven it a little while, I've really come to respect this Skoda as a brand and as distinct from her Volkswagen sisters. This thing, although it comes fully stocked, has cost $41,890 because it's got the launch pack, which is all of the features this car can possibly have. The dashboard's nice and clear, nice clear instruments, an LCD in between the two driver instruments that gives me my vital information, including, when I can find it, the digital speedo. I can't find it, I've lost it somewhere in there. But if this was my car, I'd know where all these things are. My driving position is fabulous. I feel I'm comfortable, the car feels like it's wrapping around me. I love the way the seats are very supportive without being hard. Now, my friend and I here were just chatting a little while ago about how Skoda is placed in Australia as a brand. Now, they hope to sell more than 6,000 cars next year. It's still a relatively unknown brand, 6,000 cars amongst the 1.2 million, 1.1 to 1.2 million cars sold in Australia a year is a drop in the basket. But now, considering the segment this car sells in, which is up against cars like Kia's Sportage, Hyundai's Tucson, and the Mazda CX-5, this car is actually smaller outside than all of those cars, but bigger in just about every way that it counts. there's also those smart seats. So you can have this configured as a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5-seater. And that middle seat can be taken out and the 2 outer seats can move up to 80 millimeters. That's just genius. I mean, I don't know why you'd ever want to do it, but it's there if you can. And if you want to take a whole load of boxes, you can just remove the seats altogether, take them out, 2 seats only. So you can take just you and your honey for a weekend away, including all the beauty cases. Now this 1.5 with 110 kilowatts is mated to a 7-speed DSG. It's particularly smooth and the gear changes are just silky. You pull it into sport mode by pulling back here on the gear stick like so. So now I'm in normal drive, now I'm in sports mode, which makes the gear changes just that little bit snappier. There are no drive modes in this car, so what you see is what you get, but the ride is fairly smooth. Now this car, because it has all the additions to it, will have the 18-inch wheels. I think the ride feels pretty good. So some of the other things this car has, of course, as you would expect with all modern cars, it's got blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert and that smart tailgate that I showed you at the beach. Now, all of that comes at a cost, and at nearly $42,000, you're going to have some options. Considering the size of this car, you could, as we said, get Mazda's CX-5. Arguably, this is a more exclusive car because there are so few of them on the road. And that's a shame, because what you're getting is the VW Group expertise, VW Group build, VW Group quality, but you're getting it at a lower price. This, if this was a VW, would be at least $50,000 to $55,000 worth. And Handover here has just told me that the all-wheel drive version of this car is due next year. And that's come directly from Skoda itself. So we can look forward to that next year. So there we have Skoda's Karoq. This particular car has all of the features that I mentioned in the packs earlier, and this one comes in at a shade under $42,000. What's that exact figure again? 41890. 41890 with all the stuff. I don't know, that sounds like value to me, including that kick to open tailgate, all of the fancy headlights, the smart locking and unlocking. I think this is a great value car, not to mention the smart seating system. What do you think? I rate this car at 8.5 out of 10. It got big extra marks for the Apple CarPlay and the fabulously smooth drive. Why don't you leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Meanwhile, don't forget, hit the little circle and subscribe.